give you a quick insight on the ClaryCalm, and this one might be one for Rebecca if she feels like just to add something. So this is a specific blend for women. It's a blend, so it contains a number of oils. So it's got ClaryCalm, it's got frankincense, it's got lang lang in it, it's got bergamot in it. There's also some herbal ones. There's an actual herb called Vitex, which is actually from the chase tree, which grows in the Middle East and India, I believe, Palmosa, and also a Chinese blossom called osmanthus, which is used in traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, so the whole idea of this is about balancing hormones. Now, I mentioned adaptogenic, so this is across the board. So to give you a range, if you're younger and you suffer period pain, bloating, or those symptoms around the period, rub across the abdomen, it works there. If you're older and you're going through postmenopausal and the menopausal symptoms, you apply it to the outside of the ankles, which is the reflex point of the ovary. You apply it to the wrist point, to the thymus, to the neck, to help hot flushes and so forth like that. The way to use it's a roll-on. It smells beautiful. It's got a great aroma. And the way you use it, recommended, is to roll it on the ankles, the wrists, around the neck, morning and night, and do it every day consistently. And I promise you, we get absolutely amazing results. It's not designed to relieve pain, but as I mentioned with period pain, it does, because it's going about the hormones and it's working at an internal level. So that's the physical side of it. Rebecca, have you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I can, from a mental and emotional perspective, I'll share because I use this oil myself, even now, and for the number of years that I've used it as well. And basically, apart from those points that Mark mentioned, I draw a smile on my sacral chakra. For me, this is about creativity in the wisdom field. It's about bringing all the experience and my knowledge in from all my, from my childhood, youth, and 30s, 40s, 50s, to then condense it into what is my wisdom. So I draw a smile with this, and I use it on my pulse points. Now, one of my friends, she was like on her knees with really bad period pain, and with with immense blood loss. And so this is where I recommended she use this oil. She was like, oh my God, please help me. And I got her to use this. She used it on her back, her lower back, as Mark mentioned, is not necessarily mentioned for pain relief, but it's about bringing balance. And she is one of those people who likes to get up and go and do things. And so she was immensely relieved that this blend was helpful for her. And so from a mental and emotional aspect, as Mark mentioned too, the oils, this oil blend is really beautiful. And also when I call it she, ClaryCalm, when she doesn't want you to use her, because she says, she goes, you're in balance already. You don't need to use me. It's a bit like how you were using wild orange, actually,
Right. Nice. And I remember this very interesting story with the ClaryCalm, which I'll bring up a little later, because we're in the middle of a few more blends, but I will repeat that story for everybody. It comes from one of our initial conversations. So ClaryCalm monthly blend for women normally costs $45 and 3,500 rupees, but it's yours for the taking, people. 25% saving, only at $34 or 2,760 rupees. And you've just heard about these amazing benefits of this oil, and also heard that it can be, you don't need to use it when it doesn't need to be used. So I think for women, definitely it's a very good investment to do, to make for yourself. That is for sure.